I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Flagler County continues to get 800 doses of COVID-19 vaccine each week with capacity to inoculate far more if supply could keep up. Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord.
We are in the top third of the number of residents that have been vaccinated, so it shows that we are getting vaccines into our community, whether it's through us or whether it's through Publix or whether our residents are going to neighboring counties to get it. We would love to have way more than 800 a week, but other counties of similar size and demographics are receiving about the same amount of vaccine too.
Lord says, as promised, the county is now part of the state's appointment system.
People can go to www.flaglercounty.org/COVID and see the information of how to register to get on the list for appointments. We do want to caution folks that the list is quite long, and it's well over 11,000 people, probably significantly more than that by now, but your name will get added to the list.
An anonymous tip leads Flagler County Sheriff's deputies to an arrest in a child sex crimes case. Karen Johnson reports.
The information received was that a 33-year-old Palm Coast man identified as 34-year-old Gaston Santos Jr. engaged in sexual activity with a girl he knew that was only 15 years of age. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Our detectives were able to confirm that the tip was accurate and ultimately arrested this man for a felony crime. He took the innocence away from this victim, and we hope that she gets the help that she needs.
The girl told detectives that Santos Jr. had manipulated her into believing that they were in a relationship. Through investigative measures, MCU detectives were able to successfully obtain evidence that verified that Santos Jr. had relations with a 15-year-old child on 2 different occasions, dating back to January 1st of this year. MCU detectives subsequently responded to conduct an interview with Santos Jr., where he eventually confessed to the crimes. He was charged with lewd and lascivious battery and booked into the Flagler County Detention Facility and is being held on $75,000 bond. Sheriff Staley says this is a sick and twisted individual who preyed on a young child and tricked her into an adult relationship, and thankfully someone came forward to alert us, and our detectives worked quickly to make an arrest. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Child abuse has many different forms. One is child pornography, but it's not called child pornography anymore.
Flagler County Sheriff's Detective Dennis Lashbrook is a cyber crimes detective.
What you said earlier about child pornography is actually child sexual abuse material.
Lashbrook said on last week's Free for All Friday that he spends his day securing and serving subpoenas and search warrants to find those who would produce illicit materials and exploit children. He said he also delves into the social media world to stop the crime. Lashbrook said that he does have a partner in his investigations.
NCMEC, which is the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, are the ones that give me cyber tips.
Lashbrook said that when he works with those tips, he seeks out the places online like Google and Facebook where he finds much of the child sexual abuse material. To listen to what's happening, download the Flagler Radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. Tomorrow, what is child pornography and what is sexting? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
Flagler Beach residents are being asked to help find the next city manager. John Arking has the details.
The Flagler Beach City Commission is currently in the process of selecting a new city manager. They want the community to assist in selecting the best candidate. Flagler Beach City Commission Chair Jane Mealy.
We met with the 4 remaining candidates the other day, and we narrowed it down to 2. And now the commissioners will each be holding one-on-one interviews, and that will be followed by a general interview with everybody. And we would love to have input from the citizens as to what they might be looking for in a city manager. So we're asking them to submit questions. If they don't want to come to a meeting because of the COVID, we're asking them to submit questions to the city clerk ahead of time.
Flagler Beach residents and or business owners can submit general questions about current concerns by emailing the clerk at poverstreet@cityofflaglerbeach.com. To ensure that all submitted questions are only from Flagler Beach residents or business owners, they request you include your name and address in the email. The deadline for submittal of all questions is 4 p.m. this Friday, February 12th. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Erking.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.